evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts of the internet. This is the Gaming Saloon for October 2nd, 2015, with your host, Peacemaker2448.
That's the Rift Tracks intro.
God damn it! It's Rampant Epsilon, and they not here just yet dealing with testy things and Topic 2442. God damn it.
Oh,
I've just been screwing up things all fucking week long, so.
I was actually waiting for that one, is what's bad, too.
At least I can laugh this one off.
Yeah, and at least this one, no one's really going to care because, let's face it, show me one person on the internet that is completely professional at every given moment.
I know not Bro Jared because he loves to answer any questions submitted to him with gifts that involve dicks.
Wow.
I'm not kidding.
Wow.
That is, and I love him for it because no one else will do that. And I think it's just for like random questions that he's like, this is kind of dumb. Dicks! Or a gift that kind of is the reaction I have to this question, but there's still a dick in there.
That to a point that kind of makes you wonder, does he find these gifts or does he make some of them?
I know he finds them. I think he just finds them because Tumblr is full of fucking gifts. Where do you think I got all my gifts from? Which I mistaken a GIF for a JPEG when I was talking to somebody the other day.
Oh.
Because I had to convert a TIFF file, which I'm like, TIFF? That's new. Because I've never encountered TIFF before.
Yeah, TIFF, you don't really encounter much anymore.
Apparently it was how their images from our SME scans were saved. I was like, okay. And I had to convert one file to a JPEG because it wasn't dropping into the document properly. But I didn't have to convert the rest of them, which was just weird. And the rest of them were TIFFs. I think it was just the one file. It was just not being cooperative. So, we have some things to talk about. Not that much, but it's been slow. Like, hell, I thought we were only have like 3 days to discuss releases until I got the fucking PC releases.
There's always a PC release.
There's always like 5,000 fucking PC releases. And some of them make me go, what the fuck? But before we get to that, anything interesting you've been playing?
Played a little bit of Splatoon. Obviously Smash and Sonic Adventure 2. Which I still need to get videos from the last session. And audios.
Have I not uploaded those?
Nope.
Damn it. Yeah, fuck it. I might as well upload them now because they'll be done before I even start a conversation.
True. I'll still have to get Glock to upload his audio, but yeah. But honestly, not much else. I've kind of been knee-deep in doing a video review for Splatoon. That's kind of been my... I've been working on it project, but I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, and that's kind of aggravating me.
I did.
You didn't what?
We're gonna have to re-record that episode, by the way.
You didn't save the audio.
No, other one.
The video?
I didn't start the recording for the video, apparently, because it's not here.
How?
I don't know. Because I probably...
But...
I probably didn't hit the button. Unless it's not saved there for some reason. So it would be October or not, like the 30th.
Yeah.
Here is it.
Please tell me you recorded that because
Fuck this week.
Oh God.
Just fuck this week.
Well, I think that'll answer that question.
Yeah, apparently I just didn't hit the record button because there's nowhere else it would be saved. Because I know where my capture device automatically saves files, and it's not there.
You used OBS?
No, capture device.
We did Sonic Adventure 2. Wednesday. We didn't do Smash.
And why do I have a Smash file with no videos?
That one I don't know. But no, we did Sonic this past week.
Oh. I have Sonic ones.
I don't know on that Smash one then.
I'm very confused because I don't know what I'm not uploaded at this point.
It's the Sonic one that you've not uploaded at this point.
Okay.
The Smash stuff's already out. That's why I'm like, I don't know why you would have a Smash file with no video.
I thought you said that was what was missing.
No. The Smash one's still up. Actually, the Smash one's already been released.
You see, folks, this is what happens when I have a terrible fucking week at college. My brain is just scrambled to the point of, like, I don't even understand what people are saying.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else I've played. I don't think there is, though.
That's not.
I mean, obviously Payday 2, because we literally just played it before we started this, but yeah.
Yeah. Where? That's Robocraft.
Oh, God.
Eight. 8/14. You don't list the date. That was on a Friday. That was also on a Friday. That was also on a Friday.
Oh.
That was today, which means it's the one that OBS created.
When you hit it on accident.
I swear one of these are it, but... oh, that's... fuck this week.
You found it?
Fuck this week. Yes, I'm in the wrong folder.
Oh.
I have to delete some stuff real quick.
As long as you don't tell me we have to re-record that, I am fine.
Yeah, we don't have to record anything. I'm just I'm just scrambled at this point because I'm like, I don't know anymore because I've been fucking up on just stupid bullshit all fucking week long when it comes to work at school. I've had fucking disagreements philosophically with shit going on with how the classes are being done, which makes me angry, which makes me not focused and not able to do things correctly. So this week sucked. It just sucked.
Well, that's to be expected, though.
I'm just glad it's
those fucked up weeks.
Yeah, I'm just glad it's over because next week maybe will be better because I'll only have 2 tests and like 2 things to turn in outside of normal physics turn in stuff. So I think I'll be okay.
You hope.
Yeah. So, anyway. Anything else?
No, I think that's it, actually.
Alright, well... I honestly haven't played like much of anything. Like I've gotten to try out the 3 newer Smash DLC fighters, like Roy, Lucas, and Ryu. Because I went and did a classic mode run for all 3 after I got them. Lucas feels like Ness, and I suck with Ness. Roy I like, but he kind of feels like Marth and Lucina, so there's no real surprises there. And Ryu feels weird. And like that's a curve there. There's a learning curve with him.
Yeah, but I'd venture to say that was expected.
Yeah. Especially with like some of his moves you can do just like you would do in Street Fighter. Like there's tricks you have to learn with him to really maximize him. Otherwise, it's just like, yeah, it's Ryu. Like I randomly was pulling off the fireball without really knowing how I was pulling it off. So like, oh, I'm doing the Hadouken. Wait, that's not the Hadouken. That's the fireball one. But the fuck? But I did the same. Okay, I don't know. I think that's been. Honestly, I haven't played much of that. I've been like participating in Crime Fest, or the Road to Crime Fest, helping out the community challenges. Gaming related stuff. I've been watching the new Hunt or listening to the new Hunt the Truth stuff. That stuff is fan-fucking-tastic. Like, we are, I think, 3 episodes in, and it fucking just everything has happened. Like, honestly, I encourage anyone to go listen to both seasons of Hunt the Truth. Like, even if you do not care about the current Halo canon, like, go listen to them because they're fantastic on their own. So, been doing that. I've been reading First Strike some more. Reading that on and off. That's the story where you find out how the fuck Chief got back. Or got back off from, like, the original Halo.
Ah.
And also how the fuck Johnson survived. Kind of. You find out how Johnson survived in the novelization in the Halo the Flood, which is the kind of novelization of Halo 1, which apparently that's only half right. It's the novelization of Halo 1 plus stories that took place during the events of Halo, but from other people's perspectives. So you get the perspective. You get Key's perspective for a while, and you also, I think, get Johnson's perspective for a while. But you see more than just Chief and what he's doing in the book. So I also have just recently found out that apparently Johnson's immune to the Flood.
Really?
Uh-huh.
How does that work?
I have no idea. I think it's a genetic quirk with him that makes him immune. But that's part of the reason why he got off the ring. So yeah, but First Strike, it's the story after Halo 1 and between and before the events of Halo 2. So it's Chief and the survivors of the original Halo incident jacking a Covenant cruiser and getting the fuck out of there because they ain't dealing with the Covenant and trying to get home. And they can't go to Earth because the Cole Protocol says, don't bring alien ships here. So it's like, oh, I guess we go to Reach because they've got, shit we can use to fix this bird up and shit to get back to Earth from there. And Chief's also like, well, the rest of my Spartans are there, so I can go look for them. And in the meantime, you're also getting the story of what happened between when Chief and Pillar of Autumn left Reach and up till Chief gets back to Reach, and then further from there. Which I'm not to that part yet. I'm just into the where the rest of Blue Team. Which, by the way, there is another Spartan in Halo, in the original Halo.
Really?
Yep. Linda's on board the Pillar of Autumn during the beginning of the original Halo.
Oh wow.
She's in cryo because she got fucked up hard before they left. Like, she was almost dead.
So then I wonder if subconsciously Bungie did the whole thing where you walk past the cryo storage where Chief was and the elites were there for a reason. Like maybe they wanted to hint at something more being there, but they didn't want to go too far.
I think the books came out around when they came. Damn, when the game came out, so this information's there.
But the game, it plays it off as if they were wanting to try to catch Chief before he could come back.
Yeah.
But I wonder if maybe they thought that through and there was deeper reasoning behind that.
I would assume the novelization expands upon that. Because all I know is the cryopod is jettisoned from the pillar before it crashes. So it's in space around the Halo ring, and Chief kind of just stumbles across, I think, that and a couple other cryopods. Like, when they're, going off in the plane, or going off in the ship. By the way, the ship doesn't have slip space drive, so that's kind of why they have to jack a Covenant cruiser. So it's like, oh yeah, we can leave. Oh right, this ship doesn't have subspace drives. We're stuck.
Well, shit.
That's literally where we pick up with Chief of Cortana of well, we're stuck here. Where the fuck do we go from here? And then all fucking Covenant ships show up and it's like, ah, shit. Well, this stage is getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So, I think I've said this before, but The Fall of Reach is a book you should really pick up, no matter what your interest in Halo canon is. Because it gives you a better understanding of Chief's character than I think any of the games up until maybe 4 did. Because you really get in the Chief's head throughout the course of Fall of Reach. And you get to understand why Chief does things the way he does. And you also get the Spartan mentality. Which, Chief is not alone in that. Just imagine how Chief does things, multiply that by 40, and have all of them have their own little quirks.
Oh god.
And then you get a sense of how the Spartans are in general. They're a very tight-knit, close family, and they're kind of bugged by the fact that Halsey calls them by their names, not their numbers, and she can tell who's in what armor.
Huh.
Which is hilarious to think about. Because in the course of First Strike, they're all wearing the same armor. What was it, the Mark IV? From way back when? Yeah, they're all wearing the same Mark IV armor. So, but Halsey can tell the difference between a lot of them. It's like, oh, hi, Kelly. Which I think is hilarious, because I'm like, of course Halsey can tell the difference between them. And of course the Spartans are annoyed by that. But I think that's all I've been up to be honest. It's been a rough couple of weeks, so I haven't really got to sit down and play anything. Granted, my fall break's in like 2 weeks. It's like the week after next, starting like that Friday. Well, like next Friday, really. So, because of the game store I found, I'm gonna sit down, hit up Backloggery, and start logging my collection. And I'm also gonna figure out what I want to pick up to like flesh out my collection in terms of like there's holes in there that I want to fill. Like I want to pick up the other 2 Resistance games that I'm missing. Because I only have Resistance 3, and I used to have Resistance 1 and 2, and I don't anymore. But I want to fill out my collection and like the certain holes it has at the moment, and like also get to sit down and be like, all right, is there anything else I want to sell? Like I'm gonna commit to selling Destiny. And also, I think there's a couple Vita games I want to sell as well because I don't care about these games, so. Yeah. Buck was here, I'd ask him, but he's not. So I guess we move on to stuff then.
I guess we do.
So, you remember that whole ridiculous, stupid pre-order nonsense with Deus Ex Mankind Divided?
Mm-hmm.
Well, scrap all that, so. Cause, yeah.
Ow.
So, because of the negative feedback they received, they're closing down the program. And they will make all incentive content available to anyone who pre-orders Deus Ex Mankind Divided or purchases a Day 1 edition of the game. So, you know all that content that you had to pick from? Yeah, you get it all now.
Wow.
Like, no matter what. So, which should have been the shit from the beginning, but whatever. I guess we're making up for past mistakes.
Or at least trying.
Yeah. You know, I know ToeBiscuit like really fucking hates pre-orders and thinks they're the bane of existence. I don't see a problem with pre-orders, to be honest. Granted, this is coming from a guy who has to pre-order toys because they're made to order. So pre-orders are not a bad thing in my book. But like games aren't made to order, so kind of a different ballpark there.
Yeah.
Like I have no problem with the idea of a pre-order. I just think all of the like extra content and all this other nonsense that gets slapped on the pre-orders makes it worse than it is. Cuz I feel like there's no problem from a pre-order because I feel like it's a way for a company to get sales off the bat for the game before before you get like the big rush. Like it allows you to get money coming in like after you've like either during the last bits of development of the game or when after it's released. So I feel like, oh hey, maybe some of this pre-order money like helps improve the game to a certain extent. Like I don't know,
I
but
can see that.
we just demonize pre-orders because of all the DLC content bullshit that gets dropped onto it, and it's obnoxious as hell. It really is. We should not have to pick the best store to go pre-order the game at. We shouldn't have to do that. We should just be able to go to whatever store we like to go to and just pre-order the game or buy the game outright.
That I agree with.
Yeah.
I think if you have to do a pre-order bonus, it should be the same no matter where you get it from.
Yeah. So, Speaking of that, you know who's actually doing something smart?
Anyone besides Square?
Bethesda. Bethesda has confirmed there will be no timed exclusive DLC on any platform. Like, at all. Because why the fuck would we do that?
Because fuck the console wars.
Plus, this game's coming out this year. We are literally dropping this game into people's laps this Christmas after just announcing it at E3.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that is insane in this day and age, because I think we're so used to the idea of hearing about a game like 2 to 3 years before its release date. And here it's like, yeah, here's Fallout 4, here's this fantastic game. By the way, it comes out in November.
Of course, they just love fucking with people, is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what that is.
You don't have to worry about that. Now, to be fair, this doesn't mean that, as someone said in the comments below, DLC won't be delayed platform, because, you know, that can still happen. We're looking at you, Payday 2, although you have problems with that anyway.
Yeah.
You know how far behind is Payday 2 on the console release?
Way too far.
I thought it was, because I'm like, oh god. I think they are just now getting some of the gauge stuff.
Yeah.
And people keep asking about the new content, and it's like, look, it's just not happening. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, everyone's
doing
just
the content
got to come to terms with that. I mean...
Yeah. Like, they keep saying they're doing the content in order, but I'm like, because of the limitations of, like, releasing DLC on console, especially as much free DLC as Overkill, just like, take it! Take it all! Free DLC for everyone! Free heists! Free weapons! Free everything!
Free.
Yeah. Like, you just can't do that. That's why TF2 suffers on the consoles, because it doesn't have anywhere near the updates it had when it was released on the Orange Box. Because they couldn't do all the free updates TF2 has. Because I believe Xbox wouldn't let them. So, we're gonna speaking to these articles, but I'm like, there was like not much to talk about majorly, to be honest. It's been a slow week, I feel like.
Well, we're kind of in that slum, though.
Like, the biggest thing for me right now is like the League World Championships, which just started yesterday. And I've been enjoying the few games I've gotten to watch. I will get to watch more games tomorrow, like, when I'm not in town, but I've gotten to watch more games. Hell, I saw Cloud9 whoop and tear the house down with their game. Which I'm like, damn, Cloud9 showed up to play. Hell, according to the statistics that were, someone who was keeping track, North America is second right now in terms of win-losses per region in Worlds.
Oh, wow.
Korea is, of course, number 1 at 4-1, but America's only 1 win behind them at 3-1. I think Europe and China are tied 2-2, and the international wildcard is 0-4. But I was like, damn. North America is showing up to play. I think the only loss I know of is TSM. Like, they got creamed by, I think it was SKT. I think it was SKT. SKT. Let me look at the schedule real quick. Take forever today to upload and get the fucking page.
But of course.
Yeah, man. No, KT Rolster was who they lost to, and that was today at 9 o'clock. I got to watch that game when I got back into my dorm room. Yeah, they got. Yeah, TSM was not doing well against them, but hell, CLG beat Pain Gaming pretty definitively by the end. Hell, Edward Gaming. I think was it Edward Gaming?
Mm.
Might not have been Edward Gaming. Like one of the European LCS teams was beating in I think one against the number one team in China. Yeah, Cloud9 BHQ and CLG beat Flash Wolves, although that game then apparently wasn't that good for CLG, even in the victory. But yeah. Tomorrow, Glock's boys play again, and they're up against Invictus. TSM's also playing tomorrow. Like, I'll catch the games, because I may not be that much into the competitive league, but I enjoy watching games. Especially if they are pretty competitive. Which, okay, there's a weird thing I noticed about the second week of groups. Like, there are several teams that are playing 2 to 3 games in a row. Like, in the same day, on like next Thursday, CLG is playing 3 games, 2 of them in the day.
Huh.
Like, H2K on like next Friday has to play 2 games in a row. Bangkok Titans has to play 2 games in a row. Like, there's several teams that are having to play like 2 games in a row. And the 2 games back to back are against different teams. Like, the final day of groups, Cloud9 has to face Fnatic, then re-fight HQ. And after Fnatic goes up against Invictus, they have to then go up against Invictus.
Jeez.
I'm like, holy hell. Fucking week 2 sounds like a fucking endurance run. Because you're doing back-to-back games at times, and it's like, oh god, you have to change up your style. Because that Fnatic's like #1 European LCS, and AHQ's shit, I forgot which region they are in. I think they're a Korean team. So you're having to completely change your approach because Europeans do not play like Koreans, and Europeans kind of don't play like Americans. Like, everyone has their own style of play when it comes to League. Because everyone has their own, like, meta, kind of. Even though there still is a world meta.
Well, that makes sense.
Like, what's an example of this? I think, like, Korea will favor, like, a couple champions over, like, North America and Europe. And, like, the Koreans might favor a certain play style, like lane swaps or something like that, whereas European and North American teams won't. So you have to keep that in mind when you're facing them. But yeah, that's like the biggest thing for me these past couple weeks, is I'm like, wow, there's nothing really news-wise outside of all the Ghost stuff we're getting, and that's not gaming
At all.
Hell, we haven't even gotten anything new for the new Battle Red War game.
Wow.
Which, now that I think about it, that shares the exact same title with the new movie War.
Oh, you didn't realize that before?
No, it didn't click until just now, because I'm like, yeah, they're both called Genesis. What the hell? I don't think the game's going to be a tie-in to the movie, but
it might.
It's an odd coincidence. Unless Deno is involved in the fucking movie and they are hiding the fuck out of that, I doubt it. Considering the entire point of the movie is Ghost and Deno on an adventure.
You mean the game?
Yeah, the game.
You said the movie.
Anyway, that intermission out of the way. We got some news about Project Spark, which I didn't realize there was stuff about this game still.
Really? You didn't?
Well, this specific kind of deal. Because apparently Project Spark is going fully free to play. Which I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Apparently Project Spark had microtransactions, and I was like, when the fuck did it have microtransactions?
You obviously haven't picked up Project Spark too much.
Nope.
It is microtransactioned as fuck.
Are we talking like super turn off bad?
Yeah.
Oh god. I wanted to go in fucking free to play. You can get obnoxious with microtransactions, I swear, and sometimes it's ridiculous.
They pretty much did. That's what's bad. It's a good game, don't get me wrong. But that just would irritate the crap out of me.
But yeah, next Monday, Project Spark goes fully free to play. Thank fucking God, I guess. I might try it now again. Oh. Before I forget, Twitch did in fact beat Dark Souls.
Seriously?
Uh-huh. And now they're playing Fallout 3.
Huh.
I never would have thought they fucking did it, but they did. I've not seen the proof of it, but I saw the article. And I was like, holy fuck. They pulled off the fucking miracle again. Now that's a true fucking miracle. So, anyway. Do you remember Last of Us? From way back when?
Uh-huh.
Well, there's always been rumors of a Last of Us 2 coming out. Hell, I think, who was it? I think it's not Nathan Fillion. It was a major voice actor, like, outright said that they're working on a sequel to The Last of Us. And Naughty Dog has finally, I guess, decided to address this. And they have pretty much said, we aren't working on Last of Us 2. Yet.
Well then.
Apparently, they had ideas working for like several different stuff, including Last of Us 2. And then Uncharted 4 kind of was like, hey, do this. And it's like, okay. Oh, Nolan North was the one who apparently confirmed it. And Naughty Dog writer Josh Skur said that it was the first Last of Us.
Huh.
But I guess Last of Us 2 is at least a concept at this point that they might be willing to do stuff with.
Well, no doubt.
Like, I think some people have said, like, don't do Last of Us 2, there's nothing to do. And I'm like, rewatch that ending? Because I'm sorry, that ending is like, oh, you could do so many things from here. Like, the end of that game, I feel like, you can stop here, but there's still a very interesting story you can go forward from here. Especially after this long adventure you put the two of them on. Like, there's still a good game after Last of Us 1. I don't know if you could do a third one, depending on what you do with Last of Us 2. But you can at least do a sequel. And I would have no problems with it. And I guess some people, I'm noticing in the comments, some people are like, don't let Joel and Ellie be the main stars of Last of Us 2. And I'm like, why not? I'm sorry. What you think is a concrete ending is not as concrete as you think it is. Like, I feel like there is like, there's still something cool you could do after the first game. Anyway. How long have we been going for?
About 40 minutes.
Well, this is going to be an hour-long episode, probably.
Probably.
Oh, God. I keep trying to delay it talking about other stuff, but they ain't fucking happening. So, who's ready for a new set of theme park rides?
It probably don't matter if anyone is or not.
Well, we're getting a Mass Effect themed, not just an attraction, a 4D theme park attraction. Because, that's still a thing.
Huh.
Yeah. Electronic Arts is apparently working with California's Great America on a 4D holographic attraction featuring characters and settings from the long-running sci-fi series, and is coming out next year, maybe.
Maybe.
See, it's going to be a motion simulator experience in the theme park's action theater. Great America is in the San Francisco Bay Area in Santa Clara, California. We have Mumble's Wild Ride, a ride based on Happy Feet. We have a description, though. Let's see. Anything specific? No. 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 Wow, there is nothing to give you any idea what the fuck this ride's gonna be. It is all sales pitch fluff.
Well then.
So, yeah. We're getting a Mass Effect theme park ride, along with a Nintendo theme park ride at some point. And there's also already a Monster Hunter attraction in Japan somewhere. What is with all the video game theme park attractions right now? Jesus.
That must be the new thing.
Like, I know movie rights for video games are getting passed around a lot. Granted, no one's done anything with them, so there's not much of a conversation to be done with any of that. It's just like, oh yeah, there's a movie for this in development that we don't have a trailer for, and probably hasn't even done any filming for yet.
Gotta love that stuff that's in developmental hell.
Yeah, because haven't we talked about like 6 to 7 different movies for franchises, and none of them came out?
Uh-huh.
I think the closest we are to anything we talked about was whoever the fuck it was in the costume for the Assassin's Creed movie. And that's the closest we've gotten out of anything I swear we've discussed on the show.
I think you're right on that. I think everything else has just died shortly after.
Yeah. Like, the closest we have to a video game movie right now is Pixels, and Pixels is garbage. Like, that is, from what I've heard, it is utter fucking garbage.
It's kind of what I understand of it, too.
So yeah, the Mass Effect ride, I kind of wish Glock was here, because I'm like, hey Glock, what do you think about a Mass Effect theme park ride?
And then he'd have something to say.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Well, he probably still get talking about the indoctrination theory again.
Yeah. Again.
Uh-huh. So yeah, that's honestly it. There's not much else. I mean, I think some Persona 4 news came out, and it wasn't anything super big. It was just the announcement of hey, these are the personas for the main characters, and hey, here's the 5th party member probably. And that was about it. And I think some general gameplay game concepts, but there's a new extended trailer for the new Ace Attorney game that apparently is hinting at Apollo Justice coming back, and possibly Athena from Dual Destinies. There's the Halo 5 trailer that says Chief died, which is also carried over in the Hunt the Truth, which everyone's calling bullshit on already.
Chief dying? Bullshit.
Speaking of that, apparently a trailer just hit going, yeah, no, Chief didn't die.
Boy. So many people called that. Including myself, not even watching it.
It's live action trailer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Main character of a franchise that Microsoft is trying to keep alive as much as possible. Yep, he's not dying. Quite frankly, that was kind of a lame one right there to even attempt that.
Yeah. I'm taking a look to the live action trailer as it is.
I figured. Awkward silence.
Yeah. Pretty much the official story is Chief's dead. The unofficial story, we're sicking Locke and Fireteam Osiris after Chief and taking him the fuck down because apparently we believe he's the responsible for all these fucking Guardian bullshit stuff.
But isn't he?
Mm-mm. How the fuck would Chief have anything to do with Forerunner bullshit? Because guess what? The Guardians are fucking Forerunner tech. How the fuck would Chief know how to operate this shit?
The little thing that the librarian did to him in 4?
That wouldn't have him be able to activate and control fucking Guardians.
We honestly don't know what she did.
Very true. But the trailer clearly shows that Chief arrives on scene as the Guardian is waking up.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there is possibilities.
I know.
And I would venture to say that him and Cortana did wind up spouting out that information when they were trying to tell everyone that the Didact is fixing to fuck everyone over.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I that one I could see.
I'm still waiting on my theory to be right about the 2 trailers. That neither one are the truth. I'm waiting on it. I feel like I'm right, and that neither one are the truth because they're not going to portray either one of them as the bad guy. Even though that's the entire fucking advertisement for this goddamn game now. They have a fucking, like, old school boxing t-shirt now with Chief and Locke.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm like, neither one of these guys are going to be the bad guy by the end of this, are they? No. No, here's what's going to happen. They're going to be at each other's throats, and then they're both going to go, wait, we're on the same side, aren't we? Yes. We shouldn't be fighting, should we? Nope.
Well,
don't I feel like an idiot? Yep. Like, I that's what I'm totally expecting, that Halo 4 will, like...
Halo 5.
Or Halo 5, yeah. Like, Chief and Locke, we're gonna get a level where we see 2 sides of their perspective of a story, and then we're gonna get the official story that involves the Arbiter. Because 2 sides arguing with each other, this game all about these 2 separate stories. This new trailer, which is all about the official story and the not official story. Like, the Arbiter's name is too good to not use in a situation like this, especially since he's so featured in a lot of the content right now. Like, I think all of the levels we've seen so far have been on San Helios and have involved the Arbiter to some extent.
Huh.
Like, the Arbiter's not a main character in the game. Or he's not one of the 2 main characters, but he might as well be one of them at this point, considering how involved in the story he is. Because, all the levels have been taking place on San Helios. All of them that we've seen. Anyway. Shall we get the releases?
I guess we shall.
Alright. Alright. October 5th. I misspoke. I've been misspeaking a lot. Again, terrible week has fried me, apparently. We have Caffeine on PC, Inventioneers on PC. I have no idea how to pronounce that
I
correctly.
think it's Inventioneers.
Inventioneers, yeah. Novus Inceptio on PC, Nubs Adventure on PC, and Sky Arena on PC. On the 6th, we're getting one of the big releases coming up in the next couple of weeks, and that will be Transformers Devastation on 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and PC. That game's looked alright. I might check out some other content of it once it finally comes out, but it's looked alright. It's from Platinum. As long as it's not B Team Platinum, I think we'll be okay. Because we all know what B Team Platinum has produced. That not-so-good Legend of Korra game.
Yeah.
We got Dragon Age Inquisition Game of the Year Edition for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. We have Elite Dangerous for Xbox One. We have Ride for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Rock Band is back with Rock Band 4 Fender Stratocaster bundle for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax for PS3 and Vita. Saint Seiya Soldier Soul for PS3, PS4, and Vita. Or not Vita, PC.
Good one.
Falling in the habit there. FIFA 16 on PS3. Disgaea 5 Alliance of Vengeance on PlayStation 4. Onigiri on PlayStation 4. Super Meat Boy on the PS4 and Vita. Farming Simulator 16 for all you farming fans out there on the Vita. Devils and Demons on PC. Sayonara. Whatever the fuck that word is on PC. Umiya Hara Kawazer? Wazzer?
I don't even want to try.
I don't know either. Sky Hill's also coming out on PC. And Vortex The Gateway on PC. On the 7th, we have March of Industry, Pull Nation FX, and The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing Final Cut, all on coming out on PC. October 8th gives us 3D Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for 3DS, Oki Blocks on PC, and Sub-Level Zero on PC. On the 9th, we get another big release from the next couple of weeks in Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection for PlayStation 4. So for all you wanting to catch up before Uncharted 4 comes out, this is your best option if you have a PlayStation 4. Apparently, they're all fantastic remasterings. Which is good, because Uncharted 1 could use some work under the hood. Let's just say, it kind of surprised people that Uncharted got a sequel. Because mechanically, Uncharted 1 is not that good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's kind of busted.
That's probably odd that that's one series like that then. Because usually the first one's the best out of it.
Yeah, Uncharted 1 was pretty busted. Uncharted 2 fixed like everything and made Uncharted really smooth and shiny.
That is super rare. That really is then.
Yeah. We've got Glanna Sisters, Twisted Dreams, Director's Cut for Wii U, Chibi Robo Ziplash for 3DS, including the Chibi Robo Amiibo for all you Amiibo fans out there, so have fun with that. I'm not.
Oh, you don't want to pick up that Amiibo?
I'll pick up Shovel Knight, but I'm not picking up Chibi Robo.
Oh, you got to get them all. Oh, wait, this ain't Pokemon. Never mind.
I am not picking up all the fucking Animal Crossing characters I really don't give a shit about. Let alone pick up a character I have no idea who the fuck is. I at least know who Shovel Knight is. And then several titles on PC. Kaiju Panic, Masokisa, Normality, Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth Rising Tide, and WRC 5. All coming out on PC. The 12th will give us Animal Gods on PC.
Okay. That both piques my interest and makes me not want to find out what it is.
Oh, you should wait till the next one. Because on the 13th, we have a Goosebumps, the game for 3DS. by the way, it's probably a tie-in to the movie that's coming out. Yes, there is a Goosebumps movie coming out, ladies and gentlemen. You've probably seen a trailer for it at this point, because I have.
Huh.
It's the only reason I knew it fucking existed to begin with, and I'm like, they're making a Goosebumps movie? The fuck? Literally, the fuck? A pair of Telltale games are going to be coming out across multiple platforms. Back to the Future, the game 30th Anniversary Edition for 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and the first episode of the Minecraft Story Mode game, The Order of Stone, or The Order of the Stone for 360, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PC. And more stones are coming with The Witcher or The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt's Hearts of Stone expansion for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Wasteland 2 Director's Cut for Xbox One, PlayStation 4. The Arland Atelier Trilogy for PS3. I think that's an anime tie-in game. Because I think I've seen videos for it from the channel I follow that does gaming stuff. Or Japanese gaming stuff. Dragon Quest Heroes, The World's Trees, Woe in the Blight Below for PlayStation 4. That is a long fucking title.
And it's a tongue twister.
Yeah. Grand Ages Medieval Limited Special Edition coming for PlayStation 4. The Talos Principle Deluxe Edition for PlayStation 4. Corpse Party Blood Drive Ever After Edition for the Vita. That is a very weird game, folks. Trust me.
I could imagine.
Yeah. It's not what you think, though. It's a kind of a old school horror-esque game in terms of, or like an old school like horror-esque story. The Legend of Legacy for 3DS, which apparently is kind of like Final Fantasy II, from a random Silicon Era article I caught.
Wow.
The Smurfs for 3DS, Ancestry for PC, and Paint the Town Red for PC. On the 14th, we're getting the console versions of Goosebumps on 360 and Xbox One, and then we shall paint the town back to black and paint it black on PC, and I have no idea if these two games are actually related.
It would be funny if they are.
You know what? I want to search and find out if they are.
If they are, that'll be hilarious.
Okay, there's Paint the Town Red, which literally involves, I guess, killing a whole bunch of random people. What about Paint It Back? They actually do not have anything to do with each other.
Okay. Well, that lost my interest.
Yeah. Coming out on the 15th, we have Mushroom 11 on PC, Voxel Blast on PC, and Xenohell on PC. And running our releases the next time we stream for TGS, we have New Super Mario Bros. U, plus New Super Luigi U reprint for Wii U. We have our final major release in Yoshi's Woolly World on Wii U, and a couple of PC releases in the form of Planet Base and Rogue State coming out on the 16th. So, we finally get Yoshi's Woolly World. Yay! Yay!
And the Yarn Yoshi amiibos.
Yay! Why did that open in a new window? New tab, you twit. Anyway, I shall take us to quick draws, and mine goes out to the random article I found about WWE 2K16, and when I read it, I'm like, ooh, this sounds interesting. I might actually be interested in a wrestling game again, for once. I haven't been interested in a WWE game in a long time. And by a long time, I mean like the last couple of years, I have not been that interested. Apparently, they're really revamping the My Career mode. where you're going to be starting off in NXT, which the article calls the WWE minor leagues, or as other people like to call it, the better version of WWE right now.
The good WWE.
Exactly. It's not the minor leagues. It's the show people give a shit about. But you'll be working your way towards becoming a champion in NXT. And you can either stick around in NXT and rule the ring, or graduate to the main roster. And from there, your goal is the Hall of Fame. And there's no one path to the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Apparently you can make it to the Hall of Fame as like a talented mid-carder, a top title contender, as it's not about championship runs and all this. And you can make it as a face or a heel.
So it's really expanding to what it kind of would be if WWE stepped back a little bit on the story part of it and let them portray the characters they want to do.
Yeah, it's all about how you like drive rivalries and cut promos and like mold your character. And I'm like, this sounds like a fucking career mode I would be into.
Seriously.
I would totally dig being able to craft my own wrestler. Now the question, do they have the divas back in it? I believe they do. But do we also get to create a diva as well? Because I know that was a stupid fucking thing they took out of last year's game. So, yeah, I'm interested in 2K16 now. I might look into it once it comes out, just to see how it turns out, and see if everything's not fucked. That there's good things in there. If so, I might just pick it up. So, that's pretty much my quick draw. Tell me what would be yours.
Mine, literally, because I have nothing else to talk about, I'm kind of just going to touch on a few things that will be changing. I'm going to drop the whole we're releasing a video every day thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're still going to pretty much, I think, by the time it's said and done, the way everything that already was set up and how I'm going to change it, we're still going to have a release every day except Fridays. But essentially, we're going to have 4 days of releases plus any other things that might be going on. But we're going to have a video on both days of the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday for the YouTube. That does not count the stuff like Chroma Squad, which should be coming up soon.
It'll be next week.
Yep. Riff Tracks, this show, as well as Rampant Gaming, Monday Mayhem, whenever we bring that back, and SWOTOR.
Whenever we bring that back.
All of those will still be on their respective days. But this is just for any additional thing that we're doing. Oh yeah, and Sidebar. Sidebar's still doing Wednesdays.
Yeah, because we're getting into a good groove of recording Sidebar now. Finally.
Yes.
We're catching up! We're almost to the arc I'm on! Almost. Even though I think we're transitioning to a new arc starting this week. Kind of.
Oh god!
I think we're starting the transition to a new arc because we're getting a new opening, and that usually signifies a new arc. Especially for Arc 5. Because the thing is, where we just now got the third opening, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the third, like, technically for me, the third arc starts, like, a few episodes after we are at. Like, after the end of this duel we're at, in the next duel, the arc technically starts. And right now, it's just kind of the transition to the new arc for us. And I feel like, because we're getting a new opening this week for Arc 5, we're going to get a few episodes that are kind of transitioning to there. And then we'll get the new, like, arc that we're going to be dealing with from here on out in like a few weeks. And oh boy, next episode.
Gonna be that kind of an episode.
It's going to be that kind of heartbreaking episode, depending on how it goes. Yeah. Especially, actually, is it this? I think it's next week's episode. Let me double check real quick. Oh, it's next week's episode. Yeah, this week's is a. I have no idea what the fuck's going on this week.
But the other part of my quick draw actually is going to be something pertaining to the site. And this is not finalized by no means whatsoever. This is just a thought that I've been tossing around. I am thinking about potentially moving the site news part of the site over to a Tumblr blog. I don't know necessarily at this point if the cast blogs will follow with that. I'm not thinking it will. But if I go with that, that will happen. Obviously, though, the forums and all that will still stay on the other. So, yeah. Things might change. Might. Depends on how much work I want to fucking put into it. So, yeah. That's honestly it. That one's impossible. I don't know.
Okay, I've just found out more about the upcoming episodes of Arc 5. If this is all legitimate, which I don't know, because I haven't seen summaries for beyond like next week's episode for Arc 5. Like, holy fuck! Well then! Aren't we shaking things up a lot more? Oh god. This fucking show, stop! You're not even there yet.
No, but it's it's one of those that I can tell that I'm gonna be at that kind of a point at this by the time we get up to there.
This is like, no, stop with the feels. And this show's like, no, you will feel everything.
You will feel the feels.
Yes.
And like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess that pretty much closes out the show for a short one.
Yeah.
There honestly wasn't that much this week. As I was looking through it, I was like, crap, none of this was really that interesting. Like, did you get a code for Rainbow Six Beta for 360?
Actually, I don't think I did.
Oh, I should give you my code because I got one.
You know how long it's been since I've booted my 360 up?
You can play Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah.
Actually,
I'd probably have to get rid of stuff on my freaking hard drive to even download it. Because unfortunately, 60 gig hard drive does not last long.
I'd give it to you as soon as this email comes up. But yeah, apparently got it through Xbox Live Rewards, and I'm like, I don't have Xbox Live Gold, nor do I have my Xbox, so this is a useless fucking code. Who wants it?
Looking to see if it wound up in my spam, because I don't check that much.
Crap, I'd be better off pulling up on my computer than my phone at this point. Jesus. Forget I get terrible reception in here.
You ain't connected your phone to the Wi-Fi?
It is connected to the Wi-Fi.
Oh.
It still gets.
You've got mail.
Wow, that was it was loud.
That
enough.
was loud. Oh god.
I have no control over how loud that is.
Oh god.
I literally have no control over that.
That was funny.
There you go.
You know, you technically also sent that to Glock.
See, paying attention? Nope.
I'm waiting on him to unmute. Be like, what's that code for? But, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a Battlefront beta coming up soon, and I'm like, I might hop into that just to give it a shot. I might. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Also, the Smash Ballot is ending within hours. Go vote now, and maybe we get to report on who the fuck won the Smash Ballot next time. Because apparently there's 3 slots for or was it 3 slots for new characters in the code from the recent Smash update.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's 3 characters and 4 stages, although it's technically 2 regular, 2 Omega, so I think technically 2 stages.
And the last report of it, they weren't 100% sure if the pirate ship stage took one of those.
Yeah.
Well, technically 2 of those, but yeah.
Well, considering we just recently got the whole rumor about Shovel Knight being compatible with Smash, well, I think I might know who one of those 3 characters are.
Is it Shovel Knight?
Probably.
No, I know, it's Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, no comment?
If it's Banjo-Kazooie, hell yeah.
If it is, Nintendo can take my money now.
I will fucking buy Banjo-Kazooie immediately. And I'll pre-order the fucking amiibo.
And at that point, I will be like, you know what? Fuck order. The next time we're recording Smash, we're doing Banjo-Kazooie. That would literally be what would happen.
Yeah, I'd be like, fuck yeah. Especially if we get the fucking ukulele.
Oh
amiibo.
god.
Like, if like, I know they were interested in doing amiibos for ukulele, but if we get a Banjo-Kazooie amiibo and a ukulele amiibo, they deserve to be together on a shelf.
Yeah.
Like, that needs to be a thing.
Oh.
There. We still need that R-Wing amiibo. Just saying. Still need that.
You know what would be really nice? Have each of the vehicles as amiibos.
They were talking about a transformable R-Wing amiibo. I don't know how logistically that would work. 'Cause I'm not sure how bullshitty the transformation is from the R-Wing to the Walker. It doesn't seem bullshitty. It seems completely legitimate, but I don't know. But
or you know, like there is another way they could do it, and they already displayed that with the Game & Watch amiibo.
The different poses, yeah.
I mean, that is a possibility.
Yeah, you could just part swap it. I'd be totally fine if you could just if it wasn't transformable, but you could part swap it. Like, that's fine. Like, all of the amiibo, like all of the chip stuff's in the base anyway, so you're not affecting anything.
And maybe design it to where it's a vehicle amiibo, where it can be all of the different vehicles.
Yeah. Come on, Nintendo, do it. I'm still waiting on the fucking Fox World of Nintendo figure to come out so I can get the fucking R-Wing from that. I don't care if it's tiny as fuck. I still want it. Like, the Fox figure doesn't even look that good. But I'm like, fuck it. I want the R-Wing. Like, it looks alright for the price point and for the line, but I would still like Figuarts or Figma or, somebody else to do a higher price point Fox figure. So anyway, I think we're done here.
I think we are.
So 2 weeks more TGS with who the fuck knows at this point. Maybe Smash Ballot results. Maybe I'm probably gonna sleep after this wake up, and be like, "Holy shit! They posted the Smash Ballot results. Who won?" But 2 weeks of that. Then between then and there, a Ghost R&R, more Sidebar and Smash and Sonic and all the other stuff we're doing.
Yep.
Starting that new Road Rider. Oh god. So, sometimes I worry if the new show is going to suck, which, granted, no show so far has sucked for me. So
I'm hoping that it's just because of us coming off a drive, but I don't know. I'm not completely feeling Ghost right now. I'm hoping that watching the first episode will change that, but I don't know.
I've liked Ghost off his introductions, although it's really weird that he fights like Wizard. Kind of. Like, his hand-to-hand stuff, it's so Wizard. And I'm like, I know there was a Wizard comparison earlier when we were, like, when first stuff was first coming out for Ghost, but I'm like, is this intentionally supposed to be, like, a second shot at some of the concepts of Wizard? Because that's what I'm feeling like Ghost is at times. It's like a second shot at some of those concepts.
Maybe it kind of is. It's not the same team that did Wizard, is it?
No, it's the same team I believe that did Forza. Or at least some of the same team members from Forza. I don't think anyone from Wizard's on this. Anyone who was on Wizard is on this one.
Huh.
I don't think. It would make sense, but otherwise it's a really odd coincidence. I'm starting to think it's just a really odd coincidence.
It might be.
So yeah. Ghost is this Saturday, and I'm excited for it.
Like I said, it's not so much that I'm just completely against it. I'm betting it's just us coming off a drive. But
well, you were feeling the same.
I don't know. I'm not completely feeling it right now.
Well, you were feeling that same way when we were starting with Drive.
Yeah. Yeah, but see, there was very strong reasoning behind that one.
Yeah. It's the new season jitters of like, I don't know about this new guy. I mean, he's got this fancy coat and everything, but I don't know.
I feel like it's a good idea. Don't get me wrong. Like, everything from Ghost, I've not had problems with. But it's just like that, I don't know. I'm like, eh.
It's the first episode jitters. You're getting used to, like, oh no, we're saying goodbye to Drive, and we gotta say hi to this ghosty guy. This spooby writer. Hey, people have been making all the spooky references all fucking time. I'm allowed to make the spooky references.
Of course, I guess it is fitting that we have a Ghost coming out before Halloween.
Yeah. Of course, there's no Halloween icon. Granted, I don't think Japan really celebrates Halloween.
I don't think they do.
I know they celebrate Christmas pretty well, but they don't celebrate Halloween. And Thanksgiving is our side of the world thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of our thing. Of course, I think Halloween's mostly like an American European thing, really.
I think
I
you're
feel
right
like.
on that.
So I believe Halloween started like in Europe. So it's kind of a this side of the world thing more than the other side. So anyway, we need to end.
Why do we need to end? We've been blabbering about random things that don't really have anything to do with gaming. Okay, I see the point.
Yeah. So, see you next time, folks.
As always, you can find the Gaming Saloon on our site at tgsnetwork.org. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias, on Twitter by following at TGSaloon, on Google Plus at google.com/plus TGS, TGSR.org, and on YouTube at youtube.com/TGSaloon.